My name is Gabriel Rogers, and for Project 2, I am making an improved plate aligner for the Bamboo A1, which is a 3D printer. This is for the Design and Manufacturing class taught by Dr. Hassan Rashidi for the fall 2024 semester at the Georgia Institute of Technology. A quick disclaimer about this slideshow is that all ideas are made purely for scholastic creativity and do not contest any patents, but purely for school use. We will be going over the problem of the original A1 printer, the design solution, improvements and integration of the solution, disadvantages it might have, the materials and manufacturing method needed to produce the solution, my resources used, and my conclusion. The current problem with the alignment with the A1 printer is the alignment. It currently has an issue where it is not easy to perfectly align the magnetic bed plate to attach on the heated bed. As you can see on the top right corner, you can see how there's a guide for the tab, and there's like little plastic nubs to align it to the back end only. And this causes a lot of slop in the left and right because it's only one edge. And as you can see in the bottom right corner, that is my current printer that I have, and it takes a couple tries to get it to align perfectly because it is not easy. There's not a really good guide to fit it in place. And some of the issues that comes with this is that one, the printer cannot print on the full bed if the bed is not in its perfect position because it uses the entire magnetic bed. And the other issue is that even when it's in its correct position, and it's misaligned, sometimes that puts the tab in the wrong spot and can cause the head cleaning process when it starts up its print to actually miss the tab's hole and ends up scratching the nozzle head onto the tab itself, which can scratch and possibly damage the nozzle head and the magnetic plate. This leads me to my design solution, which is adding a longer guide rail that is actually attached to the heated bed itself and is the under tray of the current heated bed. Basically the cover, it covers the under tray of it, but instead of it just going to the heated bed, it will actually increase on the back ends and have a little bit more thicker corners and raise up so you can perfectly place the magnetic bed into the slot. And the reason this is an improvement is because it keeps that left and right side in line with the seam of the heated bed, so it will not move left or right. Again, the improvement of this is that there is no more parts added to the design. There is no more screws, no increased assembly. But again, it just replaces it only replaces the heated bed cover from the under tray, and again, the biggest improvement is that it has a near perfect alignment, so that when the magnetic plate is aligned and put on the heated bed, it makes a perfect square fit, or square and flush fit with the printer. However, there are a couple disadvantages that are worth going over in terms of the erased corners for the guide of the A1 printer. One is that there's increased part complexity for the manufacturing. It's a little bit bigger mold and maybe has just more material that has to be made. So, and then again, since it's raised by 3 millimeters, you might need a larger box for shipping and packaging because it raises the printer's part thickness. As you can see in the bottom right corner, that the height does matter. and so we might have to increase the box size it ships in by 3 millimeters. The issue with having a better fit is that lower tolerances sometimes make things harder to put into place. So it might fit perfectly in there, but it might take a bit more effort to get it to fit exactly in that slot. And then again, since there is a guide, that's just more material since it's not there currently. So that will increase the cost of manufacturing the printer by a little bit. For the materials and manufacturing, we will not really be changing the current process of how these parts are being made. Its current material is ABS plastic, which was chosen for its ease of molding, durability, and ability to be colored. And its manufacturing method is injection molding, which is chosen for its high production volume with low waste and relatively efficient production. And it's again, both are currently used in production. The modification allows for thin wall design, which keeps the same thickness as the rest of the mold. So when it does cool, it cools evenly and does not have any, and hopefully will not have any warping with the way it was made. So this leads us to our conclusion. The current problem was that the magnetic plate has trouble aligning onto the magnetic heat bed. A design solution of adding runners or guides to help align the printer, and the improvements and integration of it would be a replacement of the under tray that increases a raised sides to allow the plate to fit in correctly and does not require any additional parts. Disadvantages is that it requires more material and maybe has a harder time for the user to put in the plate onto the heat bed because it's a lower tolerance or a tighter tolerance. Again, the materials manufacturing used is ABS through injection molding. And would it be an improvement? The answer is yes. It is currently the most popular 3D printed modification for the printer because it is so hard to align, which means it should be a full success. And then resources used. Resources used was a plastic manufacturing guide, an A1 installation tutorial, which is where I got a couple of the images of the boxes, and then the A1 build plate aligner, which was the 3D printed modification that is the most popular modification for the A1 3D printer by the 3D printing community. That concludes my video. Hope you have a great day, sir.